that Jaguars and Chiefs game, like, I was very surprised how it went. Because, like, if Trevor Lawrence would have beat Patrick Mahomes, do y'all understand how crazy he would have been, bro?
Yeah, no, it would have been big.
Oh, my God.
They've taken a big step, Jacksonville. My coach of the year, Doug Peterson, has transformed that team from a joke last year with Urban Meyer into a real contender. I think they're only going to get better.
Yeah, man. What about you, man?
I mean, they looked better than I thought. I mean, Lawrence, I mean, obviously after watching him last week against the Chargers in the second half, I was like, he's definitely going to come out firing, and that's exactly what he did. And he found his guys almost. I mean, those turnovers were big in the red zone, man.
Like, I felt like he could have included Ingram a lot more.
Yeah, that
offense.
was the thing. I was really disappointed that Ingram really didn't get to touch the ball. That much.
I caught like the second half because I missed most of the first half because I was kind of like busy with doing the broadcast here.
Yeah,
when I got home, I'm watching the second half of the game. I'm like, oh, they could have got it, but then you seen the fumble, and then you see the picks. It was like,
I mean, that Jamal, oh man, Agnew, man, he had been playing good all game. He had a couple of big returns to set him up with good field position.
Yeah, man.
It's just tough, bro, because like that right there, that's your season. You just fumble it away. That's gotta hurt, man.
But you know what? I'm not even mad at their loss because I think a lot of people were surprised they made the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Like when you look at the playoffs, like think about beforehand, the Titans was really leading the division, and like they was like 5. What was it? They were 5-8.
Jacksonville, they were 5-8 going into the Jets game.
Yeah, they was 5-8, and then they just went on a like good win streak to get themselves in playoff position, which, the Titans choked, but
big time.
But it was not that bad, like, of a loss, because I'm like, at least we see, the potential in, Trevor Lawrence greatness early on, but we have to not act like we can't just talk about how Patrick Mahomes played with one leg.
Yes.
Like,
Chad Henne played pretty well. He came in and threw a touchdown.
That's
Credit to him.
Too. Yeah, like, you got to give him love, too. We got to give him the props, man. Because
former Jacksonville Jaguar, man.
Oh, yeah.
Burned his own team in the playoffs.
That's crazy, man. But it was just interesting, like, because for the people who don't know who Chad Henne is, he definitely was a Michigan legend.
That man has been in the league.
He's a Michigan
legend.
Yeah.
Like, that Michigan team that played in, like, 05, 06, I believe.
Yeah.
He was a wild
they
He was a Dolphin for a while, too. He's been
around.
everywhere.
Yeah, he's been everywhere.
So it's a good thing to know, like, even like your backup QB can still come in and still, make some plays for you.
I love the Chad Henne, but going back to the Jacksonville thing, I think they're more exciting than watching the Titans in the playoffs. I don't really think anyone
I would
wanted
have to agree with that.
Because I think Titans be like a one-trick pony, man. I think they just hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, and everybody knows, like, the ball going to Derrick Henry. Yeah. So it's not like...
I mean, that's what makes it all more impressive that Henry rushed for 1,500 yards. Like, he's getting the ball, but you can't stop him.
Nah.
Can't, man. You can't.
He's like Jerome Bettis, man. I don't want to make the comparison, but I mean, they have the similar builds, man.
Well,
he runs for a lot of yards.
I wouldn't say similar build because, like, I think, Jerome Bettis is just Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
Like, with that speed and, like, that size is different. Like,
Derrick Henry's quick, too.
Yeah, but I think, it's more muscle.
Yeah.
Like, a lot more muscle.
Yeah.
Bettis had muscle, too, but it was more like you still had a little bit of size on him. But, like, Derrick Henry, like, he was built like that since high school, actually.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous because imagine, like, I want the people at home to really think about if you was a 17-year-old kid or 16-year-old kid going against Derrick Henry in high school. Like, I wonder what was their thought process.
You see the memes, like, out of a rough day of calculus, you go and play some Friday night football, and Derrick Henry runs you over.
Hey, I'm going to be honest. Like, that's, like, the worst day to ever think about.
Yeah.
Like, just any star player in the field.
There's a thing about him in high school. They had to pull him out of games because the other coaches would get so upset that he would run a touchdown every play. So he'd have to sit the second half.
That's how it be, man. But, hopefully, man, the Jaguars, retool in the draft. I know Calvin Ridley going to be back with them
That's going
next
to be
season.
a huge addition, man.
So, that receiving core with Trevor Lawrence definitely got potential, man.
They got a bright future, but we'll get on the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes playing on one leg. He can't do anything. Every time you see him, you're like, this is impressive, and he just takes that next step to be more impressive.
Yeah, man. Like, it was just crazy because I just knew the minute he went out, I'm like, oh, yeah, the Jaguars might upset the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
But then he came back, and then he was just throwing passes one leg. I'm like,
Yeah.
what? I'm like, see, something about that Patrick Mahomes guy.
Bro, he threw a touchdown off one leg while his ankle was just is impressive.
I see why Cliff got a job in the league now.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see it more and more every day, man. No shot to you, Ryan. I'm sorry, bro. No shot to you, bro. But